First and foremost, I think that the Japanese Prime Minister Abe really put it well when he said that this is the next evolution, so to speak, of the United States foreign policy in pressuring North Korea. Now, it was a trilateral agreement. This is the second point that I would make, is that the president actually directly thanked China. China might as well have been in the room. Now, there's some discrepancy about what exactly the Chinese did or didn't do, but President Trump thanking them. And the other point that I would just quickly make is who was in the room with the president during this trilateral agreement. I thought it was very interesting and very notable to see that the Prime Minister Abe thanked UN Ambassador Nikki Haley directly, not so much Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, who was there along with Ambassador Haley as well as the Vice President. But clearly, this is just the further escalation of the United States foreign policy against North Korea.
Yeah, Craig, as Kevin mentioned, it was very interesting, that relationship within even the Trump administration. But also another interesting point is that when it comes to the U.S. and President Trump's sort of bromance with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, that's well known. But when it comes to President Moon Jae-in, they've had this sort of frictions between the two. Does this latest agreement just mean that they're more on the same page when approaching North Korea and also dealing with China?
It sure seems that way after today's meeting. As Kevin Cirilli pointed out, President Trump had a trilateral meeting, so he had both the Japanese and the South Korean leader in there. As we know, South Korea's new leader has come a little bit more from the pacifist tradition in South Korea, has definitely talked more about engaging North Korea, conversations, discussions, diplomacy. I think even he's changing his tune a little bit on that, and that is music to Trump's ear. What was interesting to me was that Trump has been very grumpy about the South Korean free trade agreement, the United States has, as we know, and said today, you know what, maybe we won't talk about that right now. Let's really keep our focus on North Korea. Let's really stick to the issues here. So that was a pretty big win for the South Koreans out of today's meeting.